take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why do people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No city was that never be the same.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Second down now. It's Henry, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Haskins escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 20-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions.
My fucking controller died. Swagger, you lucky, nigga.
Broadcasting his game. That's how the conversation conversation begins. Throwing too many
Nigga, my
interceptions.
fucking
Can he
controller
take care of the
god. I'm
football?
mad as
If
shit.
I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an
I'm
opportunity?
really mad.
And
My
he'll go
fucking
out of
controller.
bounds after taking it a little further down inside
But still,
the
he
40.
has to pick
It's a
6 with my
7-yard
rookie
carry
though.
to set
Bro,
them
that's
up with a
it's just
2nd and
old.
3. Charles, they won
My
last
fucking
week
controller.
despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tony Pollard, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the
I thought they was gonna hold me. This is my first game of the day.
Some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was some wild shit.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready
I'm
for the
surprised they
next
ain't called
drive.
pass interference.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Denzel.
Yeah, this game's not fucking with you, so.
Shot at the 32-yard line.
I said this game not fucking with
32
you.
now. Here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jalen Reagor.
Who you play next?
15 of the year. And the Browns add on
So you gotta beat him to get in?
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team
Damn.
leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. Here's another example.
But no, I don't think they get on no. Jay Lou.
Right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The Dolphins just lost.
The Steelers
Goob
take
just
over
lost.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goob got like 6
for their next drive.
right
To
now.
this point, the results have not been good.
Oh,
2
damn.
possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but
Let's
to
look at
go
this.
a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
1st down, Steelers.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
This nigga
And
big
he'll be
as shit,
taken
man.
down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14
For that
yards and a
speed.
Steeler first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the
Nigga, you
leverage
need
going
to
in there,
change his
controlling
ability.
things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that
You got the
defensive
wrong
front
abilities,
backwards.
I think,
Also,
bruh.
like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all
You gotta use the
long
joint,
to get
with
out
the
here and take
with the
off.
truck stick and all that.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch
That
and
joint on
catch.
him, nigga. You
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football.
Put
what do
on
you
a
gotta do? You gotta
bulldozer,
kinda
I
down focus,
think.
don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, you need to put that joint on there.
Interception
He taking
last
shit with
time.
that.
There he hits the reliable target. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Yeah, they hold you.
They'll try to run
Oh,
it first with Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Oh,
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And shedding the tackle and now some room. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down.
big ass
An old
Derrick
coach of mine
Henry,
used to
yo.
say
This
to us
nigga
all
big
the
as
time,
shit.
when they check it down, that should end the down. In
Let
this
me get
case,
him in the
though,
offseason.
He foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Hey, I see this nigga. I got you with his feedback. What you
Chance to
talking
get
about?
right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry.
You said what?
He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game.
Shit. We give you 10 yards a pop.
14-7.
Makes the score Browns 14, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Dang. Your team young as shit.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Yeah, like old shit.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Yeah, I was facing it.
Browns 14, Steelers 7.
On 1st down, Rodgers. This ball complete to Rager. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep inside. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Put this shit on the money, nigga.
Throwing again, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland 1st. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Browns touchdown. Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdowns.
Fuck, that's a touchdown. Fuck that fucking time we do shit for.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
Shit, I gotta win next week if I want to buy it.
21-7.
Oh, man.
That's the score Browns 21, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
You blocking that?
Catch his name. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
That was a special return, and it happened
shit,
because he's a special returner.
Hate when I give him a
he has
50
to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
I low-key hate playing.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
Get out of there.
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
Oh,
That's
you let it
you
go.
always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person.
You weak
When
ass
he's
bitch.
played well
You
and
get
is
injured
skillful,
for it, bro.
I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender
So this is what
likes
they
it.
do, huh? Right before playoffs, right?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's
Niggas
first and
wanna
10
get hurt right
at the
before
48-yard
playoffs, like.
line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawkers is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's
Dislocated wrist.
understanding what they'd like to do and beating them to the spot.
I swear to God.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
But my old line want to get hurt right before playoffs.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's not a
Chase
pick.
Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really
Oh, yeah, that shit. Wow.
Flushed out right. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Run for Pollard. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This game is
how
wild.
we phrase it. Staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown. Will Fuller.
Hey,
his 21st touchdown of the season. And the
Browns
are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's got it.
Yeah, your team.
Browns 28, Steelers 14.
If I still had Deshaun Watson, then yeah, he would have been underthrowing some like shit.
This one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious?
He's hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's got some space here. And he's into the end zone. It's a final return for Browns TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
My nigga should have 2 pick sixes. Total shit.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. To the right side to Eric Ebron.
Get the fuck over there,
this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Henry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
That's Aaron Rodgers for you.
Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now here's Pollard. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
But now my team's not
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah.
This will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
That was OC.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins.
And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. Defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Nah, they do be holding you, though.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
He was definitely supposed to jump in.
To throw again on second down, Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47.
This nigga Swagger bad as shit.
Territory. Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
It's
So my own line is tackling.
And
Okay.
they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
He would have been mad as shit if he
brought
dropped
down.
it.
His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone.
That nigga got dropped.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Browns. 54 yards.
Swagger.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Niggas
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this
Who, Marcus May?
and we know coaches preach about this and
Who,
work
you
on
talking
it
about
all
Marcus
the time.
May?
Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
Yeah,
You
nice.
got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off
This
by
nigga
Ross
Haskins is
Allen.
some shit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just
Yeah,
yet,
I mean, whose stats
if
you
you're a
better?
backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will extend this big lead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
You funny as shit, dog.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Haskins to throw it. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Short little throw to Ebron. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
That's
down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And the busy night for Henry continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Haskins. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Browns 48. Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard is. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down just inside the 10, back at the 9. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
And he is out of bounds.
Look at that pocket presence,
the 20-yard line. A breakdown defensively there.
Like
the
that
scramble
shit.
is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Man, I ain't gonna do that to them. Set him up like that.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it.
They did the wrong fucking punt fake.
A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Did the wrong pump fake. Yes, it was.
A first down carry for Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 17, Haskins. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
You better be passing it.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give Henry another shot. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Cleveland Browns.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically.
Catch the ball,
and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there.
That was supposed
All
to be
the
a
defenders
stick,
pointing at the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him
that was
short of
supposed
the
to be a
first
hit
down.
stick.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken
that there,
down,
right?
but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's in.
Did you throw that out of bounds or not?
Complete pass there. What do you take from this
I was
game
about to say.
offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. They're going to get this underneath to Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Haskins back to the air. Able to hit his target, Claypool. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Running from the gun with Henry. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal. At the 4-yard.
Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this will be caught by his big tight end.
You lucky, nigga.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron.
I was close.
With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell.
Let me stop playing.
And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Browns 48, Steelers 35. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
What is it?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple.
27-yard line.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Haskins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry, and it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Haskins.
Oh, you lucky.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage is too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
4th down, here's Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39.
No, that's not strong safety.
And they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions interceptions. I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he'll toss this one incomplete.
Damn, it was coming in hard as shit, man.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll buy some time right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 33.
What's up with that, man? What's up with the fumble? I know you mad as shit. I just decided to delay one.
I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But it's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Nah, that was like my first time doing that shit ever, though. I don't really do that shit.
Called that a very strong gain of 24. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now Haskins on first down. Completion here to Claypool. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
About on that screen like shit.
From the gun, it's Haskins. He completes this one to Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Browns' 4-yard line.
Draw play, this is Hamlin. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. This is caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
Man, they don't fumble too at all, man.
Take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back.
Catch the ball, bro.
That's
all.
Who knows? Had to take
Just
the
catch
chance,
the ball.
just was unsuccessful. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They're really not trying to
Hamler,
fuck
the
with
intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Damn. I don't know how, man.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're wild, man.
Austin Hooper.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Hey, dude.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Final score, Browns